My name's Jason Feldman, and this is another Playbook. Today, we have 6 traits that you control that will make you a better leader. And if you stick around till the end, I'm going to show you where the real ROI is in this.
Insurance dudes are on a mission to escape being handcuffed by our agencies.
How? By uncovering the secrets to creating a predictable, consistent, and profitable agency sales machine.
I am Craig Pretzinger.
I am Jason Feldman.
We are agents.
We are insurance dudes. So let's dive into number 1, the first trait that will make you a better leader. And that's your attitude. You know, showing up with the attitude that you want others in your agency to have is so important. Is it easy? Heck no. Not when, as an agency owner, you have everything on your shoulders and there's a lot of things that are going wrong that day. There might be, the kids or the family at home or whatever. There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong, especially when you're a leader and you're in charge of a lot of stuff. But the most important thing is to not get sideways about it and to check your attitude and make sure that you are giving the attitude that you want others to give, that you want to receive as well. If you want to receive a good attitude, then give a good attitude. It definitely comes first, the attitude of you. And it's so, so important. And it's so important for your team and your family and everything else for you to show up with a great attitude. I know I've talked a little bit on this, on a little personally in the past few episodes, but I think it's just so important. And the reason why I've talked about it is because I don't always show up with the best attitude. I'll be honest, and I don't. And that's something that I'm always working on, because I know it makes a big difference. And it's not something that I'm always aware of. Sometimes I can just say a few comments and it just shows that like maybe he has a bad attitude or maybe my attitude gets questioned. So it's so important to just be aware of that and to be in control of your attitude. Number 2 is empathy. Empathy for others. Empathy for others in your agency, empathy for your clients, and really putting their needs first. It doesn't really matter what we think. I hear this a lot with agency owners about how they feel in the agency. But I mean, it just needs to be flipped, because if everybody in the agency feels good, they feel heard, you really care for them, then what you're going to get back in return is going to be a completely different situation. And I think it's just so important. And same with our clients too. Really thinking about their needs first, like making sure one of the issues that we've had here recently with service is, maybe not ever relying upon a client to call us back, but like being empathetic, knowing that, hey, the last thing anybody wants to do is call their insurance agent, right? I mean, so why don't we take the initiative to call them back? Why don't we take the initiative to, hey, you sit back, you do whatever you have to do. I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to reach out to you. I'm going to make sure that I get you on the phone and that we don't drop any balls in that corner, because so many times we can just put it on them and they're going to forget to call us back. But that's being empathetic for our clients. And I think that is definitely how we need to approach the leadership in your agency, because when we show the empathy for the others and we take responsibility on ourselves, then that culture of taking things upon yourself is infectious and everybody starts taking that on. So that's number 2. Number 3 is just work ethic. I mean, we control that, right? So when we show up, we need to show up and work hard and show others what it's like to work hard, not pointing out others' behaviors and putting them down, but maybe just showing them like, okay, like this is how to do it. And really just putting that on a pedestal, putting that work ethic, but us showing what that work ethic looks like. Number 4, I think, is being coachable. Dude, here's the thing. At some point, you were probably an amazing agent. And at some point, you probably weren't an amazing agent, right? But like, what makes you a great agent is learning and always being coachable. The world's changing. Everything's changing. The way, our clients' behaviors are changing. We're changing. Our staff is changing. And it's important to be coachable and to understand, like try to improve and try to pivot where we need to, and not take stuff emotionally, take stuff as just information to get better. Be coachable. The next one is self-control. Ooh, self-control kind of goes along with a lot of the above, but really just exercising self-control in all situations. And that will also be something that others will pick up if they know that you have self-control when you're around, and maybe even when you're not around, others will practice self-control. Energy, bring the energy into the agency. Ooh, energy into the agency. I like that. But definitely bring the energy, even if you don't feel like it. This is what I'm telling you. You're not going to feel like all this stuff all the time, but like be conscious of it so that you can really try to be energetic, try to give the energy that you want to see happen on your team. And then they'll know what to expect. The fish always rots from the head. So like whatever you're doing is really going to be seen and then emulated. So the last one is being on time. I love this one because this is what we expect of our team. We need to do this as well. Like time is so important. If somebody can get twice as much done in one day, that literally means that they're worth the amount of 2 employees. And if someone's squandering half their day, you're paying twice as much for that person. So you being on time and showing how important that is will change the behaviors of your agency. Like definitely have to respect others' time if you want them to respect your time. Now, here's where the real ROI is on this. This is what we expect of our team, right? This is what we need to look for in our team. These 6 traits, it's a huge deal, very important. If they have all this stuff, then they are taking charge. They are the kind of employee that we want, kind of team member that we want, the kind of person that we want to be around, right? So take those 6, write them down. I love them. 6 traits that you control that will make you a better leader. These are the traits that we need in our team. And these traits are much better than talent, right? Somebody can have talent, but not have these traits, and they're not going to be that great of a team member. So these traits go much further. I'm Jason Feldman. It's the Playbook, and I'm out.